doesn't make sense. And then when you talk about making the time, sometimes you actually have to spend it with your spouse. Maybe both of y'all pray together, or maybe both of y'all read your word together. Because I'll be honest, certain things started to annoy me because then certain things would happen and then you fall asleep every time. So I dropped the ball in that regard. That's something that I have to own up to, right? But what happens or what comes after? So this ain't even really in the lesson, but he is coming to destroy the tribes. And the enemy, especially now that more of our people are waking up to who we are, they're going to start doing different things more and more. They do not want to see more, quote unquote, Black Wall Streets. They don't want to see that. That's like their worst nightmare that could ever happen, is if we actually rise up to who we are supposed to be. Because that word that she got, she was hitting everything. Because certain people even had to kind of sit up like, man, let me go stretch these legs real quick. I'm over here sitting like, man, like you hitting everything, and it'd be, as Bam said, it'd be amazing how like the Spirit will move on somebody and give you the words of inspiration that you need. Because like she said, somebody could be like, I know all of these different scriptures, but what are you applying? Because when your significant other says the right thing at the right time, you forsaken every last one of them doggone scriptures that you be touting about. It's all about, nah, I'm going to get my lick back right now. You think you about to talk to me crazy? And a lot of it be a submission problem, right? Because yes, contrary to popular belief, the scripture does say the man is supposed to submit to the wife. But the problem is a lot of women do not want to submit at all. And it's a doggone fight. We should not be having to fight in our relationship when we are married. Especially because most of the time you come together and you're like, okay, we'd be like, okay, babe, do what you want to do on that. No problem. But when we have to actually put our foot down, it's an issue. It's a big issue because that's the women not wanting to submit. Now think about this though. All of us collectively, we're what? A part of the body of Mashiach, or the bride of Mashiach. So the reason why we're in this state is because we took on that same nature. The same nature that we're over here in America with, that's the reason why we're over here though. We didn't want to listen to the Most High. We wanted to reject his Mashiach. We want to reject everything because we think that we can do everything of ourselves and we want to be like everybody else. We want this fake American dream that's really a nightmare. That don't make no sense to nobody. And it's a burning house. Because I don't know if y'all been watching the videos. If y'all get a chance, check them out. Because we actually won the appeal. I was shocked. It was a 2-word appeal. All I said was fair use. And they actually honored it because the stuff was up there. Because we are exposing things so our people will continue to wake up. But in this, we all have to submit. Husbands have to submit to their wives in some things. I'm going to say that. Because that's true and that's real. Right? But go ahead, Elder. My bad.
In the maritime system, there are a lot of situations that smaller vessels take priority over the larger vessels because they can get swept under when the big propeller cause them wreak havoc. So that's understandable.
So what? Yeah, he is a little bit. I don't understand why this camera ain't really trying to get this camera on, but it won't act right. And so I keep asking y'all the question: what happens after Passover, right? So I don't know why this camera's not working. We're gonna get into it. So first, let's read about Passover, right? We're gonna go to Exodus 12. Exodus 12. Let me switch this screen so y'all can see it. Exodus 12, right? And we had so many different time constraints, I couldn't put pictures and make it look all professional like I tried to, right? So, Jamal, if you don't mind, can you read this?
Yeah, let me get the mic.
Yeah, come and grab this mic. So this part, right, is part of why we're here, right? This is the quote-unquote ritual of Passover, right? But what comes after Passover? Yes, unleavened bread and all these other beautiful things. But go ahead.
And the Most High spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you.
So what is the first month of the year?
Abib.
Abib.
Okay. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house.
Right. Keep going.
And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your own count for the lamb.
So why would the men have to get this lamb?
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. Okay, keep going.
Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. You shall take it out from the sheep or from the goat.
So what is the inner meaning of that verse right there?
Well, first of all, it can't be no blemish. It has to be pure. It can't have
Right.
no sickness, no
Right.
bones,
So
no
it's
scars.
got to be perfect,
Yeah.
right? Perfect sacrifice. Read the next part.
A male of the first
A what?
year. A male.
How many of us men are actually perfect, without spot and without blemish? None. But we don't even give Mashiach or the Most High that, what she was talking about, intimacy, right? Because we're supposed to be getting formed into the image of Mashiach so we can be a part of the fellowship of the Son, is what the scripture says, right? So like she was talking about, that's a process that we all got to keep working on. And again, with everything that's been going on, I can't say that I passed the test. Because when I tell you it's been rocky, it's been wild. It don't make no sense. Like at all. The enemy be enemy. He does not want our nuclear families to exist. So we have to fight for our families that much more, right?
And it seems like you gotta work for a
Literally, on the day. Can't make it up. On Passover, all of a sudden, all hell broke loose. Out of nowhere. For no reason. Little stuff. Shouldn't even happen. Right? But again, us as males, so that me, got to be without spot and without blemish. So that means I got work to do. This is me talking. Because we're supposed to be the heads of the households. That's why it was the man or the men of the families that would go and get the lamb. And then what would happen? They would have to do what to it?
You gotta sacrifice it.
Kill the Passover. Right? Keep going.
I read all that.
Okay. Verse 6. My bad.
And you shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
So the whole assembly kills it. Right? We read that last year. What would happen if they didn't wait until the 14th?
That was what?
Huh? It wouldn't be a worthy enough sacrifice to the Most High.
Yeah.
It would be blasphemy before the Most High, and then more than likely there would be more damnation that would come upon them.
Curses. Yeah.
Because obedience is better than what?
Yeah.
We in this hour, because the word came out about that. So we all got to be obedient about that word intimacy. So going forward, we're going to start delving into intimacy with the Most High. That's why it was a little different this time. We actually had more praise and worship before. That's a part of the intimacy. So we're going to start going deeper and going higher, because I'm telling you, we're going to need everything stored up in us for the stuff that's coming. The trials of our life is coming. I'm telling you. It's going to make COVID look like a blip. It's coming. Keep going.
And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorposts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat.
Mm-hmm.
Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire.
With fire.
His head with his legs, and with the
Pertinence.
pertinence thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. And that which remaineth of it, the morning, you shall burn with fire.
So for time, we're just gonna keep going. Go ahead.
And thus shall y'all eat with your loins girded,
Uh-oh.
your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat in haste. It is the Most High Passover.
Mm-hmm.
For I will-
Why did they have to eat that in haste? I know we know it, but I just want to make sure. Why did they have to eat this Passover in haste?
Because,
Not you, Elder. Because there was leaving Egypt fast that next morning, right?
Yeah.
Right. They had to get up out of there.
Yeah.
Had to get up out of that thing. All right, keep going.
For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast. And against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Most High.
So it wasn't just against the firstborn, it's against all them fake Elohim, right? And he's like, hey, y'all better eat this thing fast, because once I give this word, y'all better get out of there.
Yeah.
Right? Keep going.
And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt.
So what if they would have done everything, slaughtered it on the right day, ate it in haste, everything they want, and then, look, what if they just put the blood on two of the side posts and not on the upper?
If you do one thing wrong, it's over with.
It's over with.
Yeah. You
Done
gotta-
died.
You gotta follow every word, man.
Every doggone word.
Attention to detail.
You're right. Perfect. Keep going.
And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and you shall keep it a feast to the Most High throughout your generations. You shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever.
So it don't end.
Yeah. 7 days shall you eat unleavened bread. Even the first day you shall put away leaven out of your houses.
That's what we all did, right?
Yes.
For whosoever, what's that, latest?
Edith.
Oh, okay. Eateth leavened bread from the first day until the seventh day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel.
So, and what does the leaven represent? Quick and easy. Sin.
Okay.
Leaven represents sin, right? Keep going.
And in the first day there shall be an holy convocation, and in the seventh day there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. And you shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this selfsame day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall you observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. In the first month of the 14th day of the month at Egypt, is that Egypt?
Yep.
You shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at evening. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. You shall eat nothing leavened. In all your habitations shall you eat unleavened bread.
So what comes after Passover or Pesach? So he said, you got Passover, you got the days of unleavened bread. And he said that for 7 days, unleavened bread, and you shall not eat what? Leaven. Because he said if you eat it, then what would happen? You will be cut off forever. So what happens after Passover? If you're not obedient, it's judgment. Think about what happened. Just the children of Israel. So they have this blessing, right? All of these curses happen to Egypt. The Most High, he leads them out with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, right? And with fury poured out. But did they make it into the promised land? What happened? It was Passover, right? the death and destroying angel passed over them. You know, they had the blood on the door, right? They ate of the lamb, right? But how come the elders in that, it was the elder ones in that generation over what? The age of 20 didn't make it. Because they wasn't obedient. After Passover, and then I'm going to keep going because I'm going to try to make this short so we can eat, right? So that happens then. All of those 21 and up, they die. Then let's go to Mashiach's time, right? About 29 to 33 AD. We'll just say it's 30 AD, right? He has his ministry. He dies. They have that Passover, right? In the upper room. And then what happens approximately 40 years later? 70 AD. What happened in 70 AD? Jerusalem was destroyed. So they were still keeping the Passover, but they weren't obedient. And they fell into what? Judgment right after that. Obedience is more important than sacrifice. Intimacy, right? Because again, the destroying angel passed over them for a day. But like she said earlier, the Most High, he's looking at everything that we're doing. He's listening to our murmurings, to the things that we're saying, to the things that we're wishing on people. Like, okay, so you actually do not love your neighbor as yourself. You actually don't have the love of Mashiach in you, right? You actually aren't operating or walking in brotherly love. Don't even know how to do that. How can you love your neighbor as yourself when you don't even love you enough? Because nothing is good enough. That is this American spirit that we must have purged. There's no contentment. Like when we started today, people like scared to even give acknowledgement to the Father, like, thank you for giving me life. Thank you for giving, like, for the clothes on my back, the shoes on my feet. Scared to even give him that praise when this is supposed to be a house of prayer. He inhabits our what? He inhabits our praises. So why, when we get up here, are we scared to let the world know? Because the fact that you're alive is because of who? It's because of him that we what? We live, move, and have our being. Why is it? Why is it like, especially in this awakening, that's the one thing that is so hard, right? Well, that's too churchy. That's too... No, we're supposed to be doing that. We're Judah. That's our tribe. There's literal books about nothing but Psalms to the Most High. And we can't even praise him? We can't even be grateful to the Most High? Like, what kind of... Like, we've been so downtrodden that we think it's foolishness. And you know what the Most High does with foolish things? He can confound the wise with those things. To where a simple man rises up above you. Because we got to, it's back to basics with chewing the cud. Back to basics. And basics is praise and worship and prayer. And like she said earlier, because you said, no, if you cannot apologize, there is a devil on you. I'm just going to call it out. There's a spirit on you. If you have too much pride to where you cannot admit when you are wrong, and if you cannot apologize to a child, a friend, a significant other, you have a spirit on you that needs to be purged. Point blank, period. Because nobody is too big to where they cannot apologize for being wrong. Because we all going to be making mistakes here. All of us. I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to jump to 1 Corinthians. I'm going to make this quick. Right? Well, we kind of hit on that. Verse 11, 1 Corinthians 11. I'm going to jump to verse 18. First of all, when you come together in the assembly, I hear that there be divisions among you, and I partly believe it. For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you. Everybody trying to measure up and see, oh, I'm greater in the kingdom. It ain't about nothing. When you come together into one place, this is not to eat the master's Passover. So you're not even coming with that intent. You got other things on your mind. Other things that are more important to you than the actual Passover and what it actually represents. Right? For in eating, everyone taketh before other his own supper. So it's not what they call the Lord's Supper or Passover no more. It's your own. Because you are God. You are the Savior. You are the Most High now. Right? Pretty much. That's what be happening with people. Right? For in eating, everyone taketh before other his own supper. And one is hungry, and another is drunken. What? Have you not houses to eat and to drink in? Or despise you the assembly of Yahuwah, and shame them that have not? What shall I say to you? Shall I praise you in this? I praise you not. So Paul, he's not playing. He's laying everything out. For I have received of Yahuwah that which I delivered unto you, that the master Yahusha, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread. And when he had given thanks, he brake it, and said, Take, eat. This is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. Right? So you're not doing it of yourself. You shouldn't be coming to a feast day just to get drunk. Or just to get your stomach full. Right? It's about more than that. And after the same manner, also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, This cup is the new covenant in my blood. It says testament should be covenant. This do you as often as you drink it in remembrance of me. So reverencing this moment. For as often as you eat this bread and drink this cup, you do show Mashiach's death till he come. Be quiet, boy. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of Yahuwah unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of Mashiach. So, what does unworthy or unworthily mean?
Not good enough. Not good enough. You ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing.
But how is it that you're taking it unworthy? Paul, he just told us. What were they doing? Everything being simple, but everything other than giving the reverence to Mashiach that's due. Worried about other people. Worried about everything except for their own heart and mind. Wrong intentions, right? Jeremiah, what does this say? What does unworthy mean?
Not deserving effort, attention, or respect.
So he's saying we're not respecting it. Not even giving it the attention because, again, we just want to get full or we just want to get drunk. Right? Or we want to see if I look better in my clothes than somebody else does. Wrong reasons. Keep on. Read some more of it.
Like which part? Of the person's actions or behavior not acceptable.
At the very bottom.
Having little value or merit.
So we just don't value it. Do you actually value the sacrifice of Mashiach? Did he actually die for you? Do you believe that? Like she was talking about, are we actually going to apply his word and his principles in our lives? I was looking at that. I'm not even going to read this because he talks about examining yourselves prior to going to a feast day. Examine yourself. Repent prior to it. Make sure your hands are clean. This is not just a ritual. You know, this is not just something, oh, you got to just do it. No. You got to do it with the right heart. Because the Most High, he tries what? Our reins and our minds. Right? So when we come in this place, we should be giving the Most High thanks and praise that we made it to see a Passover. And be grateful for the sacrifice of the Lamb. Right? So, the last part, because after Passover comes judgment. So, are y'all aware of this? What's that say?
MSNBC hot post says people of color are next in line for what? Trump's. Hold on, bro.
Are y'all tracking that? You just saw it?
For Trump's deportation. Do a deep dive on that, bro.
Read. Just read it.
I got you, bro. Don't worry about that.
I'm gonna get a water.
It's gonna be a war. Former media advisor to Kamala Harris and current MSNBC host Simone Sanders sparked controversy over the weekend by suggesting the Trump administration is prepping to target Black Americans for deportation, a claim not supported by any official policy or statement from the administration.
Right. So they'll make that statement, but why would they even say that on the air?
They know something coming out of the pipeline.
Right.
Because Trump has already said it.
Huh?
He said it in the White House when he was talking to the president of El Salvador.
Yeah. Hey. Yep.
He said
It's here.
that
Yep.
we should deport our criminals, but who's in jail?
Yeah.
The black people are in jail. So he's talking about deporting them.
Keep reading, Jamal. You about to read what he was talking about?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure, unless I stopped it early.
I'm gonna look it up, bro. That's crazy. During a panel discussion, Sanders cited an oath by NAACP Legal Defense Fund President Janae Nelson, published in the nation, which warned that democratic institutions are dismantled and criminally. Sanders used the argument to frame the Trump administration's recent deportation actions, particularly those involving Kilmore Abrego Garcia, a confirmed MS-13 gang member,
Allegedly.
deported to El Salvador in March as a harbinger of a broader campaign against people of color.
Because you got.
Hispanics, blacks, and Latinos.
Oh yeah. So what they're doing is this is the whitening of America, because we know that by what did their study say, by 2050 they will be the minority here in America. So they have to be subtle with us, very subtle, just like they did over in Egypt, right? Hey man, when the Hebrew women, when they get on the stool with them babies, if it's a boy, go ahead and just kill that baby real quick. We don't need the boys, just let the girls do whatever. You got to be careful.
Even when recently, even up to when we were in hard slavery in this nation, they would it was only the male babies that they used for alligator bait.
Oh,
Crazy, man. Boy. Hey.
So this is nothing new under the sun.
no, of course not.
It happens.
Solomon would say.
But
Nasty.
right, but my thing is, I really think the way it's looking, something's probably going to happen to where they give us a choice to leave. It may not be this year, maybe a few years, but they'll give us a choice to go back to Africa. And if you don't go,
You don't know.
it's going to be bad.
It's gonna be over with.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying the Most High told me anything, but I just have a feeling like, did y'all ever think, because I mean, even Obama, I want to say Obama, he probably deported more people, but now it is evident with this new spirit, which is the spirit from 4 years ago, that's back. Like a lot of these people don't have no sense no more, bro. Like I've seen some videos where they just outright racist with their MAGA hats on, just letting us know. I'm like, well, tell us how you really feel then. Go ahead, Elder.
I was just going to mention that, think about it, those that are in power and really know who they have in captivity, the true house of Israel,
Right.
America right now, and it's going to take the mighty hand of our king to make for us to go ahead and leave this wicked Babylonian society. But America is not going to want let her Negroes go, because they know the power of their success has always been through us.
Yeah.
Every war that this wicked country has been in, you know,
They needed us.
we're the ones that made this country great. America would never be the superpower of superpowers.
Oh, I agree.
Or, you know, as a statement in one of the someone made, and Hitler made a statement that America has God's jewels.
Yeah. He said the Negroes was God's
Yep.
children.
Yep. I saw that. No, I agree. I mean, but their time is coming to an end, so I don't know how the Most High going to do it. But I know it's going to happen. At some point, we're going to leave here. I know that much. So it may be 20, maybe 30 years, so I don't know. But there's stuff coming. Like, if they don't slow down with China, you know, they're going to try to get us to try to fight them wars. And, you know, I wouldn't be in the military right now if it was just me. But keep reading, Jamal. Go ahead.
If they can do it to them, they will do it to any of us, Sanders says. To be very clear, it's going to be the people of color and vulnerable communities that are next in line.
Why would they say that? Why would they say that?
Because they know something we don't know.
Like, that's some strange thing to just put on the air like that, right? Keep going.
Sanders referenced individuals allegedly sent to detention facilities despite having no criminal records and warned that the administration's actions could eventually lead to students and others being snatched off the street without any pushback or reports. Republican Glenn Ivey, who joined the segment, supported Sanders' assessment. What were you pointing about?
That's what Jerome's talking about. People that's in prison.
Oh, yeah.
People going to prison and then, like, these people don't even have a criminal record and you're just going to just kick them out.
Yeah.
And, like, that was the, like, once they started actually ramping this up, I was like, it can actually turn on us.
Yeah.
Eventually, right? Last slide, go ahead.
The controversy stems from a recent meeting between Trump and El Salvador President Nayib Bukele, during which the two leaders discussed expanding deportation facilities to manage violent gang members sent back to Central America. During that conversation, Trump used the term homegrown in reference to violent domestic criminals in the U.S. That's blacks and Mexicans.
Yep.
Man, the homegrowns are next. The
Yep.
homegrowns.
This is your president.
Yeah. You've got to build about 5 more places, Trump told Bukele. While the comment raised questions, Trump later clarified that any future actions would be contingent on legal review.
Yeah, I'm sure it will, like an executive order, knowing him.
Yeah, executive order.
So, hold on. Shalom online. I'm going to end this.